So today, I would like to talk about how to apply foreign contractor tax to calculate the obligation of the foreign suppliers when they provide goods uh, and services consumed in Vietnam. So we will look at the scenarios one, the foreign supplier provide goods under D term without any attached services consumed and performed in Vietnam. So we look at scenarios in the case where a foreign company is supplying goods under DDU's delivery terms. If the contract only includes transportation services to the delivery's location without any accompanying services such as installation, commissioning, maintenance in Vietnam, the tax rate applied on the taxable revenue is 1% on the total contract value applicable in case where the values of goods and services can be separated or cannot be separated. So this means under this income term, the foreign supplier will be responsible for the transportation services, and the official letter provide the guidance that in this case, regardless of separation of value of goods and services, 1% would be applied uh, to the total contract value. So we should be noted of FCT rates apply when the goods provided under the D term. And we will look at another scenarios, foreign contractor tax, how foreign contractor tax will be calculated when the foreign supplier provide goods accompanied by the installation services, because installation services will be subject to different lower CAT rate rather than normal services. So we will look at official letter 1452. The foreign supplier is responsible for supplying machinery, equipment, and services for fabrication, installation, and commissioning for the power plant. So in this case, we can understand that the VAT rate applied to the service sector would be 5%. And for CATs, the FCT rate would be 2% for machinery and equipment installation, while 5% would be applied to other services. And we will look at another official letter in the case where the company signs a contract with a foreign organization to import goods such as computer servers, computer components, printers, along with installation, operation, assemblies, commissioning, warranty, and maintenance services before making payment to the foreign contractor. So in this case, you can see that the company imports goods and goods is attached with services. So in this case, CAT of 1% will be imposed on the value of machinery and equipment, and for services, CAT would be 5%. So we can understand that in case the foreign supplier supplying goods attached with services, 1% will be applied to the value of imported goods, and 5% CAT will be applied to normal services. And for goods, we can understand that goods will not be subject to VAT because VAT is already paid at the importation stage. So we can look at another official letter by Hanoi in 2021. It's more complicated than to earlier scenarios, and in this case, the foreign contractor provide goods accompanied by software. So in this case, we look at the values of line equipment, because the foreign contractor provide equipment attached with software, which is classified as the services. So in this case, 1% will be applied to the values of machinery and equipment. And because software will include the IP, intellectual property. So in this case, VAT would not be applied because under Vietnamese regulation, computer software is exempt from VAT according to regulation, but CAT will be applied for the case of royalties. And in the case where the company cannot separate the value of each business activity, so is it likely that the highest CAT rate will be applied to the entire contract values? It means 10% CAT rate may be applied in the case that the company cannot separate the values of machineries and the values of software.